Hello, welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to talk about stuffs, and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today, this is a video that has been requested by several people lately. I was showing you a couple of my guitars on the channel. I showed you my Rickenbacker 330, I showed you my Fender American Professional Telecaster, and some people wanted to see the way they sounded, up against one another. And even though I'm not a very good guitar player at all, I thought I would try to honor that request and show you both the guitars. We have my Fender American Professional Tele right here. This is from 2017, butterscotch blonde. It has the Tim Shaw designed V-Mod pickups in there that are supposedly just kind of balanced, medium output, and pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of Teles to compare them to. And then I have my Rickenbacker 330. This is the 2007 amber fire glow color. Beautiful guitar. And I thought this would be interesting because, I don't know, people like to pigeonhole guitars and the way they sound, and when people talk about Rickenbackers, they say, oh, you know, they're only good for jangly. That's all they are, trebly and jangly. And then when you talk about a Telecaster, people will maybe admit they're a little bit more versatile than a Rickenbacker, but they'll still say, oh, they're mostly just for trebly jangly, especially that bridge pickup position here. They're kind of a one-trick pony. Obviously, that's been disproven so many times because Telecasters are used in so many different bands and so many different genres of music. But I thought I would just try to play both of them, just do some strumming out of my amp. I've got right here a Vox AC15. It's the CC1 from, I don't know, 2008, 2009, something like that. So it doesn't have any fancy speakers in there or anything. It's just kind of the stock model from back then. I can hardly turn it up because I'm in my apartment right now, so we're not going to get really nice saturated tube tone, but for what it's worth, I'm going to try to show you what these guitars sound like. And I'm also using this lapel mic right now, and I don't think that will be the best to record the audio because, especially with the Rickenbacker, it's semi-acoustic or semi-hollow body, so you're going to hear a lot of the acoustic qualities of the guitar over the amp probably, especially because I can't have the amp up very loudly. So I think I'm going to try to switch to a little camera-mounted mic. Hopefully it'll pick up the sound okay, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll just run through a couple little song snippets and stuff, different positions of the pickups, you know, bridge, neck, middle, all that stuff. Maybe throw some overdrive or distortion onto some of this. I have some pedals here. I have a full tone OCD, may or may not use that. I just have a really old Boss DS1 distortion pedal. I have some compression. I have a delay as well, analog delay. I don't know if we're gonna get into all that. We're mostly gonna be kind of cleanish and then maybe some distortion or overdrive as well. So let's just see what these guitars sound like. All right, hopefully you can hear me a little bit. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the guitars. This is my Rickenbacker 330 2007, color of the year from 2007 in amber fire glow. Beautiful guitar, often pigeonholed as being jingly jangly. And here we have in the bridge position right now, so it's the bridge pickup. Going into my AC15, I've got it so it's not going to break up at all, just barely have the master volume up because I can't really get much volume in my apartment. And the bass and treble are both set around 12-ish. I've got maybe 1 o'clock on the treble and about 11 o'clock on the bass. On the guitar, I have it in the bridge pickup position. I have the bass tone rolled off. It's about 12 o'clock for that, and then the treble tone is about 12 o'clock as well. It can get even more trebly, but we're going to put it right around there so we get kind of a bass line, and then the blend knob is right around there. That doesn't really matter unless you're using both pickups, but anyway, the Rickenbacker. so that's the bridge. Pretty jangly. How about the middle position? Again, everything pretty much at 12 o'clock or halfway. Okay, and here's the neck pickup. That sounds very bassy. So it can get pretty bassy, and that's not even with the bass, tone all the way up. Like I said, it's pretty much at 12 o'clock. And now just for a little bit of fun, let's put it back in the bridge position. goes. Something like that. Alright, and now for the American Professional Telecaster. I've got it in the bridge pickup position now. Volume all the way up, let's see. If I roll it back about... That's with all the treble. Yikes, that's ice picky. You can hear that jingle jangle. Let's roll that back just a little bit. And here we go. I'd say that's even more jangly than the Rickenbacker. How does that go? So, you got the jingle jangle in the Telecaster. Here is the middle position. Roll the tone, bass, treble, about halfway. $12 o'clock-ish. Now the neck can get pretty jazzy. If I knew how to play jazz. So there you have it, gang. I hope that that little demonstration could show what these guitars are capable of. Obviously, they would be capable of a lot more in the hands of a guitar player who actually knew what they were doing. But even in my enfeebled hands, they sound pretty good, and you can see that they're way more versatile than some people may think. I mean, obviously, the Telecaster, it's in everything. In every genre of music, it can play everything. I don't know why people still try to say that it's only for jangly. And then the Rickenbacker especially, people claim all it can do is like 60s vintagey jingle jangle, you know, this isn't a 12 string obviously, but people think of the Byrds and the Beatles and stuff like that. But Rickenbackers have been used in so many different genres of music as well. I mean, in the Smiths, which I guess is fairly trebly and jangly, but all the way from like the Jam, which is very overdriven, distorted a lot of the times. There have been punk bands that have used Rickenbackers. They show up all over the place. They're very capable of all sorts of different tones. I think I noticed, I don't know if you did or not, but I think the Rickenbacker has more bass probably than the Telecaster when you put it in the neck position. And there's so much variability with the blend knob and all these other positions that you can get a lot of different tones out of the Rickenbacker as well. It does jangle good, but I think the Telecaster has more of that ice pick to the head kind of treble than the Rickenbacker does even. So, I don't know. They're great guitars, they're versatile, I love them, and I hope you enjoyed that little look at my Rickenbacker 330 from 2007 Amber Fireglow, and my Fender American Professional from 2017 in Butterscotch Blonde. I've been your good friend Bradley. You've been the audience. This has been Stuff and Things. I'll see you later.